Hello, hockey fans. It's Monday, April the 13th, the first of the final 4 days left of the regular season. There are three playoff spots left available this year, and they can all be taken today. All of them. Yeah. Pretty much a lot of the seeds and spots can be filled in, probably with the exception of the first and second wild card, probably in the East. That's still kind of going to be up for grabs, but not much. Not much will be left should be left after today. But first off, let's go to the Eastern Conference, and there's one spot left, and that's the Metro 3 spot, the third place in the Metropolitan spot, because the East wild cards are filled. They've been filled since Saturday. Right now, with the Islanders season being kaput, it's down to the Flyers, Capitals, and the Blue Jackets for that last spot, the spot in the Metro. Philly has it right now. They're in third place with I think it's 94 points, and they're playing against Carolina. Now, if Philadelphia wins, they get it. If Philadelphia wins, they will. If Philadelphia wins against Carolina, doesn't matter how, they are in. They get that last spot, and that would eliminate Washington and Columbus. Of course, even if Philadelphia doesn't win, if they get a point, if they get just a point in that game, go to overtime and lose, it would not eliminate Washington, but it would eliminate the Blue Jackets, because the Blue Jackets are in a little bit worse shape than Washington is. That against Boston at home didn't help them. So yeah, if Philly just gets 1 point out of tonight's game, then the Blue Jackets would be out, but Washington would still be alive, barely. Oh, and speaking of points, it's not mentioned here, but if that game does go to overtime, Carolina will finish as number one in the Eastern Conference and play against the second wild card, either Ottawa or Boston. In the Western Conference, of course, we have the Anaheim Ducks still looking to get in. The Ducks had a chance to clinch last night, and it almost worked out for them. They needed a win. They needed 2 points. They got one when they went to overtime, but couldn't get that second one. So they are moving closer. They've waited 8 years to get back to the playoffs, and the wait could end today. Now, the Ducks do not play tonight, but the Predators do. If the Predators lose in any fashion, regulation or overtime, shootout, whatever, if the Predators lose, then the Ducks are in for the first time since 2018. And last but not least, the Los Angeles Kings, for the first time this season, have a chance to get into the playoffs. Of course, the Kings have been in this crazy log jam for the most part. The last spot in that Western Conference is between them, the Predators, the Jets, and the Sharks. So the Jets and the Sharks are kind of hanging by a thread here. But when it comes to the Kings scenario, it's simple. The Kings are in Seattle tonight. That's on ESPN. And if the Kings win, doesn't matter how, and if Nashville loses in regulation, then the Kings are in, and that wild card race is over, because that would eliminate Nashville, San Jose, and the Jets. Of course, a Kings win alone, regardless of how Nashville does, a Kings win alone would eliminate the Sharks and the Jets. But Nashville would stay alive if they won, or if they lost in overtime. But speaking of the Jets and Sharks, the Jets would also be eliminated if Nashville beats them, and the Jets would be eliminated with a regulation loss, or if they get a point and either the Kings get at least a point or the Predators win their game. The Jets are facing the Vegas Golden Knights. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting Monday for sure as far as playoff positioning and playoff spots are concerned. All three available spots can be filled in tonight, so it should be interesting to see what happens. And those are the scenarios for tonight. And if any of the three or all of the three get in, I'll talk about it here. I'll talk about it here on video. So if you like this video, click the like button. If you're on YouTube, click subscribe. If you want more, if you're on TikTok and Instagram, feel free to hit that follow button. And again, if any of those spots are filled, I'll be back here congratulating said team or teams.